Hi, and welcome to Best Practices for Creating Websites That Convert with me, Kelly Cairns, the Tech Angel. So in this video, we are going to go over the key elements of your website, what's important, how to attract your audience to buy from you, how to design your pages to convert them into paying customers, why speed matters on your website, how to make it easy for them to actually buy from you, why landing pages are key and what are landing pages, and the top tips for landing pages that convert. So it's all good and well getting people to your website, but what you really want to know is how to get them to your website and then actually turn them into paying customers or clients. So it's all about mobile, okay? So 68% of websites are mobile friendly, and they're using responsive web design. So this gives visitors a better experience regardless of the device. So for example, if they're using a phone, tablet or a desktop, your website must look perfect on all of them, and they will look different. So the word responsive means that whatever device that someone's looking at, whether they're looking at on a massive desktop or if they're looking at your website on their phone, it shrinks down to the same size as whatever device they're using. And what is more importantly is that obviously when you're using a phone, when you're using an iPad, for example, you turn your phone to the side and you'll need to make sure that your website also looks good on every angle. So there's no point having a good looking website that looks good just on a desktop, because the statistics show that 68% of people are using 68% of websites are mobile responsive. So that means the rest of them aren't. So that other percentage of people are missing out, because more people are now using mobile devices than ever before. And the statistics show 68% of people are more likely to buy a product or a service if the site is mobile friendly, because that means more people are actually using mobile devices to view and visit your website. So it's important that your website looks amazing on every device to cover potential usage. It also says that 74% of people are more likely to return to a website if it's mobile friendly. There's nothing worse than going to a website and it looks completely naff on your phone, or you can't use it, you can't navigate it. You might look at it and then you might just leave and you never go back again, because their experience is everything. So you don't want somebody coming to your website. You don't want to put in all the effort to get someone to come into your website for it to look absolutely rubbish on their phone or on their iPad. It needs to look exactly the same. Not so much exactly the same, but it needs to look pretty similar, and you need to be able to navigate it properly. Images need to shrink down to size. The whole page needs to fit nicely on the screen, and if it doesn't, it's going to put people off. People are not going to come back. People are not going to buy from you. So that's really important, okay? So the next thing is the website is not about you. Nobody cares how many qualifications you've got. Nobody cares how many awards you've won. Nobody cares who your clients are. It's all about them. All they care about is how you can help them. Okay, so you need an attention grabbing headline. You only have 8 seconds to grab somebody's attention. So it needs to be obvious what it is that you're offering, or who you are and how you can help them. Because if you are not grabbing their attention and you haven't made that clear within those 8 seconds, they're going to leave and they're not going to come back. So you need to grab their attention. You need to tell them instantly what it is that you're selling and how you can help them. And you need to be clear about that. You need to keep it simple. People don't want to overthink your message. So you need to tell them what you're offering, how you can help them, okay? You need to make sure it's clear, bold, concise, and then you can elaborate further down the line once you've grabbed the attention. So there's nothing worse than going to a website and the homepage is all about you. How many awards you've got, how many qualifications you've got, how long you was in university, why are you doing what you're doing. It's boring. Nobody cares. So it has to be about them. People come to you because they need help. They want to know how you can help them. So you need to make that clear on your homepage. Keep the about page to about you, because if people are engaged in your content on the homepage, they'll naturally then go to other pages on your website because you've interested them, you've piqued their interest, you've grabbed their attention. So they will go to your about page to find more about you. So keep your homepage about them. All right. So you instantly need to tell them, as I said previously, how you can help them, who you are. All right, so once you've grabbed their attention, they know exactly how you can help them and what you're offering. You need to make it clear what it is that you want them to do. Buy from you, sign up to your newsletter, join your Facebook group, whatever. You need to have one specific call to action. So what one action do you want people to take by visiting that homepage of your website? And your call to action needs to support this, okay? It needs to be above the fold. So what I mean by above the fold is the first bit of text or the first bit of space on that website before somebody has to scroll. So you need to make sure that the headline is there. You need to make sure what you're promising is there. And then you need to show your call of action. Your call to action, sorry. So you need to say, I'm offering this to these people. This is what I want you to do. Do you want them to buy? Do you want them to sign up? Do you want them to join something? And all of those key elements need to be above the fold before people scroll, because then you've got them. And that is really, really, really important. And all of that goes hand in hand with the speed of your website. So if you have a slow landing page, it means the higher bounce rate. So what I mean by that is if somebody comes to your website and your website takes ages to load, they're going to leave, and that's a bounce rate. They have gone to your website, they've bounced off again. So if your website is slow, they're not going to stay. They're not going to hang around and wait for it to load. They're going to move on to someone else. So remember, you've only got 8 seconds to grab somebody's attention. If your website is taking 4 seconds to load, you've only got 4 seconds to grab their attention. So that's not a lot of time to get people interested and then wanting them to buy off you. So you need to make sure that your website is loading properly. So how do you do that? So I'm going to talk specifically about WordPress sites because I work with WordPress. So with regards to WordPress, you need to have an amazing host. So this is when your host comes into play. Don't go to a host because they're cheap. Go to a host because they are amazing. They've got a good reputation. So you need to choose a good host. My go-to host is SiteGround because they're fantastic. The customer service is amazing and they don't slow down your website. You have really good performance speeds on your website. Optimize your image sizes. So don't upload huge image sizes to your website. So you can install certain plugins to do that. And there are various ones that you can actually use. So you're best off speaking to your web developer to deal with optimizing your images sizes. So make sure that you've got that covered. And then you need to remove unnecessarily plugins and make sure that they're up to date. So if you have plugins on your website that you do not use, remove them, delete them. The same goes for themes. If you've got themes that you've previously used and you've upgraded, delete them. You don't need them anymore. They're taking space up on your website. So you need to make sure that your website is speedy. So go on your website, on your device or on your computer and load it and see how long it takes for you to load. If it's taking more than maybe 1.5 seconds, you need to deal with it. You need to go back to your host and say that your website is slowly loading. Okay, because speed really does matter. And then only ask for the information that you need. So what I mean by this is, if you are gathering people's information, if you are taking, if you're asking people to fill out a form, for example, only ask them the information you need. If you only need to contact them by email, just take their name and the email address. You don't need to take the home address, the telephone number, all of that unnecessary data. Just take the information that you actually specifically need. Less is more. Because how many steps does it take to someone? So for example, how many steps does it take for someone to buy something from you? If you are getting them to fill out masses of information that you don't need, they're just going to abandon the store, or they're going to not fill out the form because they get bored. People just want quick results. So people just want to input their name and their email address, click buy, and it's done. So try and minimize the amount of information that you're asking people to fill out, because you just want them to quickly buy from you, quick snap decision and buy from you, and it's done. People haven't got time these days. So review the information that you're asking people for and try and reduce it to only the information they actually need. So landing pages. What is the purpose of a landing page? So a landing page is different to the rest of your website, okay? So you might have your home page. You'll have your home page with your about page on a navigation across the top. So you have your about page, you'll have your contact, you'll have your services, for example, you'll have your blog. So all of that is the navigation. And your landing page doesn't have any of that. Your landing page is to promote a specific product or a specific thing that you are giving away or selling. So your landing page is for one reason only, and for them to either convert or to leave. So you remove your navigation from your landing page because you don't want any outside influence. So you don't want them to leave this page and go to read your blog and then forget about your page. You want them to stay on this page. So you want to remove any external links other than a form or a buy it now button. Okay, so remove any kind of navigation at all. The purpose of the landing page is to convert them into paying customers, or to convert them to go onto your list as a subscriber, or they leave. It's as simple as that. So you want to encourage your visitors to perform one specific action. So that is your purpose of a landing page. So what do you include on a landing page? So the landing page, the same as your home page, is all about them. Okay, so you tell them, you give them a sentence. So you say, for example, I ran a Boost Your Biz program. So mine was Boost Your Biz on Facebook. So that was my header. And then my promise to them was, in 4 weeks, they will boost the business on Facebook without the need for paying for Facebook ads. So that was my selling point, my header. And then my promise to them was that they will start to boost their business on Facebook without using Facebook ads. So they knew what I was giving them, and they knew what the outcome was going to be. So that was my 2 points that I had them, and I grabbed their attention. And next, you want to go into the trigger pain points. So you know who your ideal clients are. You know that the language that they're going to be using, and you know what the problems are that they face. So you need to list the trigger points. So you'll say, are you facing this? Are you feeling like this? Are you struggling with this? You want them to read down that page and down that list and go, yes, this is me. This is exactly how I'm feeling. This is exactly the problems that I'm facing. And then you say, this is you, this is you, this is you, and this is how I'm going to help you. So if you sign up to this, you buy this, this is how this will help. This is how I'm going to help you. So by you capturing their attention by a really good, strong headline, and then you go down and use the trigger points, you tell them how you're going to help them, you've sold it. And that is basically how you how you put together your landing page. How long you want it to be, totally up to you. But as long as you really understand who your ideal clients are, what their trigger pain points are, what their problems are, and you are clear and concise on how you help them, then you've got the basis of an amazing landing page. And that essentially is what a landing page is. So if you want more information on how to create your website, any more information on landing pages, or how to create an amazing website that convert, then you can get in touch with me over on my website, www.kellycairns.co.uk. You can also join my Facebook group, the Tech Angel Club. You can just search for that in Facebook, and you can join my free Facebook group. I've also got a VIP Tech Angel Club that's got loads of training, loads of videos. We have monthly bundles, we have monthly calls, group calls with me. Then you can join that as well, and you can find all of that information on my website, as I say, kellycairns.co.uk. And I hope you found this video really helpful. If you have any questions, then feel free to get in touch.